Hello, students. You're welcome to your favorite educational program, Teaching and Learning on Radio by Niger State Ministry of Education. It promises to be interesting and it comes up every weekday. This is to keep the school children abreast of their curriculum due to coronavirus pandemic that has kept them at home. At this moment, we have our facilitator in the studio who will be taking you on a very interesting subject. Happy viewing. I am Kabir Yusuf.
Phase of teaching and learning on radio on the subject agricultural science, and the topic before us this morning is meaning and importance of agriculture, which is specifically prepared for JSS 1. And as we continue, we want to look at the objectives that at the end of this presentation, the students at home should be able to define agriculture. 2, list and explain 3 importance of agriculture to man. 3, state 4 importance of agriculture to the national economy and explain 2. I shall start with the first objective, to define agriculture. Agriculture is defined in so many ways, but for the benefit of our class today, I define agriculture in 2 ways, which goes: agriculture can be defined as the growing of crops, rearing of animals for man use. When I define agriculture as the growing of crops and rearing of animals for man use, what does this imply? In our homes, we carry out what we refer to as agriculture unconsciously to us. And this is usually attached to a season, which is rainy season. We prepare a piece of land. Having prepared a piece of land, clearing the bushes, making of ridges, we plant crops. These crops are being planted and being taken care of, providing the necessary things until they reach the maturity stage, and then they are ready for harvest. If we had never planted them, we won't take care of them, neither do we have them as harvest for us to consume part of it. Secondly, the aspect of rearing animals. In our houses, we rear animals like chicken, goats, but most importantly, when we want to go into production, we rear animals like poultry, which are being bought from the day old. And then when they are being bought, these poultries are catered from the day old, giving them the necessary things they need and care until they are matured. When they are matured, we consume these animals, which justify the definition I give about agriculture as growing of crops or rearing of animals for man use. It can also be used either for sale. When you grow these crops, maybe you have other needs which you cannot meet at home. You sell part of these products to meet your other needs which are not produced in the farm. I define agriculture again in another way as the sum total of all the activities concerned with the production of useful plants, animals, and their product for man use. When a man goes into agriculture, you deliberately go into it with the intention of producing crops, animals, and equally products gotten from animals. What are these products? For example, you are rearing a poultry bird called layers. You are expecting a product from this bird, and then the end product of it at the end of everything is to produce egg. You are rearing animals using a case study of Abdusalam Farm, the cow that are reared in that place, mainly for the production of milk. When they are produced from the cow, it is equally part of the product gotten from that animal. It can equally be sold to meet other needs which the farmer is not able to produce during this farming season. Having defined agriculture in this sense, we want to look at the importance of agriculture to man, which are: 1, I said we should list and explain. I want to list them. 1, we have food. 2, we have shelter. 3, we have clothing. Agriculture is one of the most important human activity all over the world. It is of great importance to man because it provides 3 basic necessities of life, which I've mentioned earlier. 1, which is food. 2, which is shelter. 3, which is clothing. I take them one after the other. 1, which is the food. Food is necessary for growth. Food is necessary for body build. Food is necessary to maintain good health as human beings, which agriculture takes care. Number 2, which is shelter. Agriculture provides basic materials which are needed for the construction of our homes. What are these basic materials? 1, we have timber. 2, we have leaves. 3, we have thatch made from grasses. 3, we have palm frond. The early settlers used these materials for building or constructing their huts. That is, the small buildings that are usually made on the farm using either palm frond or using timber, and then using leaves and thatch to cover it to protect the farmer either from rain or excessive sunlight. 3, we have the clothing. Agriculture provides materials needed for making clothing. Clothing is used to protect our body from adverse climatic condition or weather condition. Materials needed for clothing, which were used by the early men before now, were the leaves, we have animal skins, we have bark of trees. But nowadays, with the help of technology, we wear clothes that are made from wools, that are made from cottons. Animal hides and skin are also used in making leather shoes, bags, etc. Then, having said that, we have taken care of the objective number 2. We are going to objective number 3, which is to state 4 importance of agriculture to the national economy and to explain 2. One of these importance of agriculture to the national economy is 1, it provides employment opportunity. 2, it provides raw material. 3, it provides foreign exchange. And then lastly, it provides revenue. What do I mean by this importance to national economy, as I explained? 2, 1, which is employment opportunity. Agriculture provides employment opportunity to many African countries. Majority of people that are engaged in farming are mainly to help the national economy to feed the nation. That is an aspect where employment serves as importance to agriculture to national economy. 2, which is a raw material. Raw materials are provided to industries. These raw materials include 1, we have hides and skin, which is used in production of making bags, belts, shoes, and coats. 2, we have wheat, which is used for flour mills. When you go to the market, we have what is called wheat you buy, which is processed into what we later consume as food. Likewise, we have maize, which are processed by some industries, which we later have as semovita. Then the last aspect of the explanation of national income is the raw material. One, we talk about the aspect of raw material, which I've mentioned earlier. We talk of cotton for textile mills. Two, I've made mention of the hides and skin, which are used for leather factories, which are used for making shoes, bags, and handsets and belts. As I make my summary again during the course of my discussion, or this lesson, or this presentation rather, we define the term agriculture. And from my initial definition, I said agriculture simply referred to as growing of crops and rearing of animal for man use or for sale. I'll explain in detail what we mean by growing a crop, and equally rearing of animal, taking us back to our various homes where we practice them unconsciously to us. But by this explanation, I want to believe that
meaning is inadequate farm input. What do we mean by inadequate farm input? During farming season, agriculture requires a lot of inputs that will be invested on the farm, starting from the implements that will be needed to carry out your activities, either pre or post. Again, you talk of the seeds that will be planted on the farm. We talk of chemicals that will be used in carrying out either controlling weeds. 3, we talk of fertilizers that will be needed to enrich the soil for plant nutrients. Then the second problem we have is inadequate basic amenities. You discover in our villages, that is rural areas, farmers are lacking some of these social amenities, like the hospital. When a farmer is sick, where is he going to be taken? You see some farmers going to the hospital from their villages to the urban areas. 2, we talk of schools. The children of the farmers that are living in the villages do not have access to this either free education or paying school fees as a result of these inadequate basic amenities. We talk of other amenities like the market. When a farmer produces his products, at the end of it, that is after his harvest, where does he sell, carry out marketing of his farm produce? He has to look for vehicles that will transport his products from the village to the city where he can sell these products. 3, we talk of inadequate storage and processing facilities. A lot of agricultural products are being wasted during this period of storage, and equally lacking facilities that will help process the agricultural produce. And so this makes it difficult for farmers to be able to sustain long-time production of some of these produce. And then lastly, we have problems of pests and diseases. Pests and diseases constitute a serious damage to agricultural produce, particularly when they are in the farm. Example of these pests are when you plant your beans, you see some insects attacking the beans, and without you applying chemical to obstruct this insect from attacking your beans, it will lead to total destruction. When you have the case of diseases in your farm, because the farmers are not having that enlightenment or that capital to do away with these diseases, you see that it causes a lot of damages to their crops on farm. In another way, during storage, you see some of these insects attacking agricultural produce of the farmers, which they might have taken to the stores, or they are taken to market squares. Before they get to these places, most of them are attacked by these diseases, and so it affects equally the income of the farmer. And with this, as I conclude, I summarize this again. In the course of my discussion or presentation, I define agriculture. Secondly, I list and explain 3 importance of agriculture to man. Then thirdly, I stated 4 importance of agriculture to national income and explained 2. And then lastly, I just finished discussing the problems of agricultural problems facing agriculture. Amongst many, I listed.
Wow! Believe you had a wonderful time listening to your favorite educational program, Teaching and Learning on Radio by Niger State Ministry of Education. The essence of the program is to educate our children that have been at home due to coronavirus pandemic ravaging the entire world. This program will come your way next time. We do hope you will join us. Kabir Yusuf is my name, and I'm thanking you for watching.